So we'll be storming into our XAUUSD trade now. Everything will be done live here, and you can see the broker that we are using, right? And the link is already in the description box. We're using a leverage of 1 to 500, and then this is the amount of our capital. That's just about $5,000. You can just see that, just about $5,000. That's just what we'll be using. Now, we're supposed to analyze the charts, look through the charts, after which we storm into our trades, and we're doing everything live here right now. And I won't be trading alone today because I'll be dropping this particular trade we're about to analyze now in a private channel, and after a few minutes we'll just drop it also in a free channel so that every single person can cash out together. Okay, let's start analyzing our charts now. So we can be in a trade already. Good. Now what are we having now? We can literally see that our chart started retracing because gold is pushing towards the top, right? There's really no argument about that. So we notice a series of retracement on our 15-minute time frame here, and now all we are waiting for is for this chart to push towards the top, right? Of course it was dropping down visibly here, but we couldn't really sell. The reason is because our gold is on an uptrend. Right now we notice it kept dropping here, and all we're waiting for is just a sign for the chart to start pushing towards the top. So the formation needs to be completed to confirm that the chart is really pushing towards the top. Now let's start from the basics. The very first thing we need to look at now is, do we have any candlestick structure here? Do we have any candlestick structure? And now in looking at that, what we can see here is this, right? So this is actually a bearish hammer, and we know what happens after bearish hammers, right? The chart starts reversing and pushing back towards the top. So that's a good start. We have a bearish hammer. Now the next thing we're seeing here again on another candlestick structure is this, and that's actually a bullish engulfing candlestick, right? So now we have two candlestick structures. We have a bearish hammer, we have a bullish engulfing, all pointing towards a reversal, which is actually great. Now let's look at our chart structure. Now we looked at our candlestick structures. Now let's look at our chart structure. Now what do we notice around this spot? Now let me just take this off. Now what do we notice here? We notice that this chart was playing just around this region. If I should map that out, you can just see that, right? Good. Now meaning that the chart was playing around this region, hit the zone, drops down, hit the zone, drops down, meaning that this is our point of reference, right? And what did we notice happen? Now immediately after a bullish engulfing candlestick, the chart literally pushed above it, and this became what we're having. And something like this is what we call what? A breakout, right? And it wasn't just a breakout. What happened next was a retest. You can literally see the retest occur just around the zone. But will I go into the trade now? No, I'm not going to the trade. Now, the reason is simple. The reason is because if I check towards the top here, I'm actually having a crazy resistance that's occurring just around this region. And then it's trying to break out from this resistance, but it's just not fully done. Now the reason is also because I'm having another crazy level just around this region. If I map that out, now you should see that it's not fully broken out from our region here, right? You can literally see that. So I'm considering first my candlestick structure here, right, which is my bearish engulfing. Next I'm considering my bullish with my bearish hammer, sorry. Next I'm considering my bullish engulfing candlestick, which is actually nice. Next I'm considering my breakout, which occurred around this region. Next I'm looking at my retest. But on a normal day, I would have gone into this trade after my retest. The reason why I couldn't is because I have a resistance just at the top here, and so after that resistance, what do I look out for? I look out for my order zone just around this region, right? And I can see that my order zone, it hasn't even crossed it at all. Meaning, if I buy around the spot, it's possible for it to crash back down, and then I'll be in some crazy drawdown. So because I don't want that, I will just have to wait a little bit. But that's just not it, because if you check towards the top again, you should see that it is just roughly another level here. And we know that if this can be broken, it means that this will become a support, right? As if this resistance here is broken, it will become a support. And this is a support, it means that it can play around this region, and hopefully it pushes above this region really nicely like that. Why? Because we already have a bearish, bullish engulfing pattern, we already have a bearish hammer, we already have all of our patterns, a major breakout already occurred here. So this will be very easy to get broken, right? It will be very easy because the trend is already pushing towards the top. It's on an uptrend, right? So this will be very easy. So if it breaks out of this region, with a big if it breaks out of this region, then what we're just expecting next is for this stuff to start pushing up towards the top, and then we should be expecting this zone here as a maximum level. But of course, all our take profits, we place all our take profits just around this zone, yeah, just around the zone, yeah. And after that, we keep locking in our profit until we hit the zone, and then we can zoom off the trade smoothly like that. So that for the now, all we just need to wait for now is for a new candlestick to get created around this region, which should be created in just a few minutes. And then that should tell us if a breakout is completed. If a breakout is completed, instantly we're dropping this trade in a private channel, right? And then we zoom into the trade ourselves also, yeah, and we'll just see how it goes. So this actually looks way better now, right? You can just see this now. First of all, I already dropped this trade in a private channel even before continuing this video, right? I already dropped it in a private channel. So those that are in a private channel, they're already in this trade now. Now look at this now. The nice thing about this is our stop loss can be very, very nice, right? Because we can place our stop loss just below the zone, it will still be very great. Or we can place our stop loss below the zone, it will still be very great. Now we can't place it around the spot because a retracement can still occur and that might take us out. So we just leave a maximum zone around the spot or around the zone, right? So any of the zones, if it hits the zone first, then we're out of the stop. Oh, well, it will hit that zone first if it's dropping down, right? Okay, so let's just leave this zone here as a stop loss, right, for the sake of this video. And now what can we do? We can easily just storm into this trade, right? So what I just want to do, I want to try a lot size of let me just go with a lot size of 1. Now remember guys, I'm using a leverage of 1 to 500 today, so I'm not using a crazy leverage. I'm just using a normal leverage today, right? Leverage of 1 to 500. So I'm just going to go in with 1 lot size first. And of course, I'm still having a nice free margin, enough free margin. Let me try using a lot size of 2 this time around. Okay, now I don't plan on going into a lot of trades. Even at that, I don't plan on going into a lot of trades. But I guess it's cool. We're having a $5,000 of capital today, so we're kind of like much more balanced or much more stable in the markets today, right? So let me just add 1 more trade of 2 lot size, and that will be all. I'm not adding any more trade. Boom. So that's enough. If you trade gold, you know that 2 lot sizes, 2 lot sizes, and 1 lot size, that's like 5 lot sizes. Like that's actually very good. We can cash out massively, even with a leverage of 1 to 500, which is quite low. But we just use that, right, for the sake of this video. So basically from here, we just wait and just see how the stop actually goes. We are currently in profit already. That's roughly over 70 bucks. That's what we're running currently. So we just have to wait now and see how it goes. Those in our private channel, they're already in this trade, and when it pushes up a little bit, let's say first take profit, second take profit or so, we'll also share it in our free channel so that every single person can cash out. We're just running a profit of just about 6.8k, which is actually very great, right? Now so what I would just want to do, I want to shut down, let's say like 2 trades, right? I'm not trying to stock in a lot of trades today or anything. I just want to safeguard, like just because we're already over 5,000. So let me just safeguard like first, and good. Now I'm running about 6.4k. Okay, let's see if we can safeguard another. Okay, I closed my 1 lot size, so let me close this other one, right? Okay, so now I have just 1 trade running of 2 lot size. Right now I'm just trying to apply proper risk management so we can just safeguard some profit, and we can also extend our capital. So our capital currently is 9,200 bucks, right, which is actually great, and we're still having a nice profit, right, of about 2.9k, 2.9, apparently 3,000 bucks. Let's leave it like that. And I'm not adding any more trades, right? We're not trying to stock in a lot of trades here. Now, by the way, this trade has already been shared in our free channel. Now, if you are part of our free channel, if you rush down to our free channel right now as we're speaking, you should see this trade there. This trade was shared there, right? So if you rush to our free channel, you should see this trade there. Of course, it was shared also in our private channel so that, well, guys can start cashing out first, but it was also shared in our free channel. So you can just rush down to free channel. You should notice that this trade was actually shared there. By the way, our first take profit has already been hit, right? A second take profit, I guess, has been hit or almost hit already. But yeah, so if you check our free channel, you should also see the updates of this trade there. All we just need to do now is to just wait again for the next few minutes, and well, we just see how it goes from there. It literally just kept pushing. Remember our first level here that we had to wait for, right? These are first level we have to wait for right now. Then it literally just kept pushing, and then it crossed above our second level, right? A second level like this, and you can clearly see the retest that occurred after that. Right now, you'd be like, Mr. P, maybe you should have held the remaining trades. That's extra the 3 lot sizes that we had before. Yeah, maybe, because now we're having more than double of our profits, right? But it's still fine. It's still fine, right? So we're not trying to be greedy today. We're not trying to do any crazy flipping and the rest. We're okay, right? Running over $7,000 of profit. That's still very cool. That's still very great. And if we add it to the amounts, we've actually cashed out way over $10,000, because currently our equity is about $16,000, right? 16,000. If you remove a starting capital of $5,000, that's roughly $11,000 of profits that we are cashing out already, and we are not even done with this trade. Remember, because we are still having a level just around this range here, right? Remember, a level around this range here. So we are still waiting for it to hit that level there, smoothly like that. But for the meantime, all take profits on our private channel, they've already been hit, every single take profit. And also those on the free channel, they joined the trade very early, also just around this range, so they are also in massive profit, right? If you are not part of our free channel, if you check the link down in the description box, you should see this trade there. So if you rush down there now, you should see this trade, right? This trade that we're actually cashing out from now, you should see this trade there. So it actually just kept pushing up. You can literally just see this. It just kept pushing towards the top. You can clearly see this, right? And as soon as it just hit a level just around this range here, just hit a level, and instantly it started retracing, right? You can just see the crazy rejection around the spot, right? That was actually a bullish hammer that just got created here. So because of that, I would just want to leave this trade. Now, by the way, on our main account, right, in a standard account, we're not leaving this trade, right? I'm actually just leaving this trade right around the zone, because I told you we were supposed to leave this this trade right around the zone, right, because of retracement and the rest. But aside that, we're holding this trade even through to the next day, right? Because after this retracement, to get towards around this range, if I'm not mistaken, and from here you should continue pushing towards the top. But for the sake of this video, we don't want to hold any retracement. We just want to cash out and leave the market. And currently we're running over $13,000 of profits. You can literally see that, and an equity of over $22,000. So if you do the subtraction, that'll be roughly $17,000, right? $17,000 that we'll just cash that from the market using our $5,000. So guys, just like I told you, this trade was dropped in a private channel. It was also dropped in a free channel. If you're not part of our free channel, you can check the link in the description box there. You should see this trade there. You should see this trade there, this exact trade. You should actually see it there now. So guys, that's just it. So let's just quickly zoom off this trade now. Just quickly shut down all of our trades, close all, and we are out. So now you can literally just see that we're running over $22,000 here, right? Balance equity and free margin there and everything. So we are able to cash out just approximately $17,000 from the market, smoothly like that. So this was actually a very smooth trade. Now on our main account, we are still in this trade. We're not rushing away, because in this place we don't waste pips, right? We don't waste pips. And you can notice also that this stuff got rejected and it already dropping back towards the bottom here, and we just don't want to hold the retracement. So on our main account, we can keep holding that, keep locking our profit, and keep going like that. But on this account, for the sake of this video, it's just better to just leave, cash out, because we already have a main account that is still running there. For every single video that can hit over 1,000 likes, I'll be coming back to that very video, running through the comment section, and I'll be selecting 3 random traders, and I'll be funding $3,000 each, just like that. So that if you're new to this YouTube channel, just remember to hit the subscription button, hit the like button, and also remember to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos I'll be dropping out from this place. So bye from guys, I'm Mr. P. Peace.